Hey everybody, this is Fancy, and we are in the game Ant Legion. It's Global Ace Ant Day, day 5 out of 7, and it's improved CP, which is yay, box day. You'll hear everybody get excited on this day. It is actually Upgrade Materials Day, but you get to open all those boxes everybody's been saving forever. Well, not forever, but it does seem like it sometimes. All right, so let's look at this. So we want to get upgrade material. Now, mind you, remember that ASANT is really geared towards haste players. However, there is an ant that you can get out of ASANT week that is half Malay. So if you are a Malay player, it may benefit you to do this week as well. Or if you want to save all of your materials for next week, where it gears more towards range and melee, then you might want to wait till then. However, there are great rewards in here as well, just to complete the phases. And then if you do well in the phases, you will get these rewards. This is a haste ant that is the part of the reward for the phase. And then the total rank is where, depending on where you end up here, how many you get. But there is a rock ant, which is the half Malay ant, and then there's a longhorn, which is the Malay, and then haste, and then the leptonogy is also haste. So there's two haste in there, and then this one, which is it gives you 320% at full level of your Malay attack, and it also has haste attack, the same, and then army defense at 160. So you may be interested in this one if you are a Malay player as well. So you got that going for you. And then what I want to look at in there, which I went out of, is where to go. Here we go. Is the points on this. So tier 1 material gives you 1,000 points per material. Okay. Now these other ones you may get different places. You may get all of them at different places, from events, from opening up boxes, um, certain things that go on, like specialized ant things. Um, and then this T5 upgrade material, that can be found randomly in your when you run predator nests in that box. Now we'll go in there and I'll show you that. But if you're not a haste player, you may want to wait off and use them, because they'll be random gear material. That's T5s in higher level boxes. If you run rallies that are a little higher, they randomly come up in them. However, there is a gear day that's non-ASANT week that you may want to use them for if you are going to be doing something for anything other than haste the opposite week, like next week. So there's that, and there's also a snail and cell event where you're guaranteed civil points in those nest boxes as well. So you may want to use it for that. So you have them options. And then the other thing we want to look at here is advanced materials. You get those for 1,000 each. Advance is 5,000, and then you jump all the way to 40,000 for an epic, and then 50 for evolution. So let's keep that in mind. 1,000 for advance, 5, and then epic was 40. Okay, and then what did we say these were? T1 was 100. So 100 and 1,000 for the bottom ones. Okay, let's go back out here now. We're going to go into our bags. This is where we get to open them. I have opened some already, but let's take a look at these. We're just going to take a peek at it here. So our gear advancer, we said, is worth 100 points, and you get 10 of them when you open one box. So 10 times 100 is 10,000, right? Did I say all that right? You get 100 per gear or per advancer, and there's 10 of them, so 10,000. And then down here, you'll see out of the same box, you can get just gear upgrade material. Now we know that's 100 points instead of the 1,000. So 100 times 100 is 10,000. So they are the same points, no matter which one you get. So you just decide which you need more at the moment, and that's the ones you will get. So that one can go either way. Now let's look at this advance and epic choice. Now an epic gear advancer, I forgot what we said that was now, is in here, as well as an advance. There's 6 advance in here per box and only 1 epic. So let's go back out here. And in this case, it's going to be different because there was 6 advance, and they're worth 5,000 points each, which gives us 30,000. However, the epic advance is worth 40. So we're better off in this case taking the epic. So I'm going to go back out there and grab that. But before I do that, I do want to look in my evolution cave and see which it may benefit me most on. Now, none of mine need epics yet. I'm not that high. This is Fancier's Nest to start with. So I don't need any epics at the moment. However, I want to see which I'm closest to needing them to. And what you want to, or what I look at is, in this case, she is a range player. So I'm working on evolving this one. Now I need T8, tier 8 to evolve this. Now I don't, what I would do then is look, now that's gear. Now in my gene, I think that might be my highest at the top. I look, these are all different levels in my range here. And in order to evolve this one already is at evolution. So I'm getting close there. So these are the evolution ones I'm going to want. So keep in mind what it is that you want to go for. Gene, cell, gear, and what you need of each as you're opening these boxes to help propel you forward. Now, as far as the, because this is my highest, if I were to advance this one, this is still only going to need advance, gene advance. I don't need it yet for the epic either. So I know that this is the only one I have evolution on. So it's going to be my highest out of cell as well. I'm pretty sure. I don't have it on here. Yes, I don't have that. I need one more on that. So I need to advance this one. So what I need on this one is advance cell advance. However, I'm not going to take it out of that box because we do have epic available, and it is worth more points. So what I'm going to do instead is take these, but I'm going to get them, I'm just going to get them in totem since I have so few of them. Now there is a totem day too that you could save these for as well. However, they're worth a lot of points right now. So I want to take them on this nest for now. Okay. All right, so we got those points. Now we are going to go down to here. Now here, this is where we have our gear advancer or well, any of them, our advancer and our upgrade material. So we can choose from any of those. And then let's look at this. Optional is automatically just material. So you just decide which ones you want to put it on. And this other box I wanted to show you here, this is the Might Choice box. And these all will give you something else. Now, if you click on them, they're going to show you what's inside of them to choose from. This one actually has advance and gear material, so that's the highest one in there. Whoops. And then, but there is different boxes in here that may serve another purpose for you. That's just what you, oh, I keep clicking off of it. This amber, there's an amber box. Now, if you look too, You get three of these boxes, where once you get into the evolving ones, there's only one box and only one amber. And again, if you click on these, it'll show you what they are for. This is your evolution one, which I said we need. Now for my cell, or gene, it was gene. So I need that yet. And then I keep clicking off and it disappears on me. And then the amber, you can get one of those boxes. These are the ones. There's also a amber, which is your legacies. So there is a legacy day that you may want to save these for. If not, then this advancer or the upgrade material will work in here, or your advancer as well. So you do have that. These will not work for today, but these would be good for your legacy day. I just saved mine for legacy day. As far as this, tomorrow is Mark of Honor Day. You can use them for that as well. And Diligent Will. They're both tomorrow, the day after this ASANT. So I do hang on to this box, um, or those boxes. However, I might use the Might Choice box today. I just don't know where I'm going to end up here. If I need it, if I'm close, here's my evolving box here I will use today. But any amber boxes like these that are already out, I will keep, for actual legacy day. All right, so those are what we have. And then the other thing that you want to look at during this time, these are your supply boxes from, now I've already opened some last week because this is a range nest. But in here, this is where you can see your guaranteed civil points. So these I save for next week in this nest. However, in my haste nest, I would open these now. This has gear upgrade material in it, but you see where it says you might gain combat materials? That is because it's random. Like I said, now I'm going to switch over to Fancy's nest just so I can show you. Okay, I just didn't want to waste opening them in that nest. Not that it'd be a waste. There's good rewards, but I just want to save as much as I can on that nest for next week. So let me go into my bag here and go down to our supply box. Now I've already opened most of them, but I've done a few runs since then. So let's see. Oops, that's random totem. I didn't mean to do that. Let's do this, and I'll just open a few just to show you. Now you see here's the T1 material. Out of 6 of them, out of 6 boxes on a level, these were all level 42 nests that we ran against. I got 1 T5 gear material. Now it is worth quite a bit, so I'm not complaining, but you see how you may not get them out of every one. I'm going to do 4. Sometimes you don't get any like that time. There was none in there. But these are other things that you do get while doing this. And there's that snail civil points. Like I said, you can use them for snail day if you wanted to wait to open these. You get snail experience in every one too. Now you get no points for that on any event that I know of. It does not count during snail and cell day. So you can really open that one anytime. And you get commander experience each time as well. Now let's go ahead and open just a few more. I'll do 6 more. Now we got 3 T5s out of that one. So 1 out of 6 last time, none out of the next batch, and then out of this one we got half of them were T5s. So again, it's random. So let's see where we're at with this one here. And you can also buy things in your shops as well to up your advance things. I got the dog whining in the background, and I'm like, what's that called? Oh, things. Okay, that'll work. Okay, so here we're at. I claimed all of my levels in this. And then our phase rank for today, I'm at 4.46. Where does that land us? barely at 4.5, and we're hanging on to 5% here. If this goes over 5%, it automatically shoots you back up into the 20%, right? I know, like huge jump from one to the other. So this is a balancing act here. I like to have it less than that for sure. I'd really like to get to this 1%. It is a fight at the end trying to keep this down low. It keeps changing on you. Like I was at just over 3%, and now I'm back up to 4.5. It'll keep changing as people open up their boxes. Then your percentage goes and fluctuates. So you need to keep an eye on this, especially as it's starting to get closer and winding down to the end of the event. And then our total ranking is for the whole week. We do have 2 more days left to get this, either keep it or get it down lower. We don't want to definitely lose what we have. I'm currently again in 5% over here too. And this makes the difference if you can get down to another, oops, these are the big boys here. Um, but if we can get it down a little farther, even, it's a difference between another 10 shards. So that makes a big difference. And then from there, we jump up 20. So definitely would love to be up here. But we got 2 more days. This is an accumulation of all 7 of the days of doing global ASANs. So anyway, I think we wrap that one up. It's a wrap. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I know I got kind of tongue-tied a few times there. Thanks for hanging with me. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Hey, any questions, make sure you leave them in the comments. And if you have any comments that can help with this event and any advice for others and myself, please leave it down below. I really appreciate it. Appreciate you guys. Bye-bye.